because all these are the same. All these bombs are pretty close anyway.
Yeah. So, Clint, I asked you at the beginning, what are the questions that are going to be asked of this guy? And obviously the most pressing thing is there anything else out there? Is there any danger that is still present? Yeah. And how do we sort of narrow down the field of search of, I don't even know how many packages the U.S. Postal Service goes through in a day, but, you're talking about numbers here in the many millions. In terms of putting this case together, first of all, how are you approaching him? What's your demeanor? And what are some of the other things that we might not think are obvious that you're going to try to get out of this guy early on?
Yeah, well, one thing, you might use what we call a clean team. In essence, you may have two ATF, FBI agents, postal inspectors go in. They do the interview, but they are not part of the other investigation. So if there's ever a question that you interviewed him because of this public urgency and then that contaminated the rest of the investigation, you're able to separate those two to begin with. Number two, Jim talked about how that affidavit would be put together. We don't have to charge him with everything he's done. We don't even know everything he's done right now. So we could charge him with something simple as the making of or possession of a bomb or bomb-making materials, just to use that to hold. And then we'll come back with the superseding indictment sometime later. We want to keep this guy in custody, but we don't have to lay out our whole case because right now we don't know the whole case. And were we to have the opportunity to go in and talk to this guy, this is someone you'd like to develop some rapport with. Basically, Jim and I are both hostage negotiators. We would know you want to talk to this guy. You want to show some empathy to his cause, what he's done, what he said. We want to get this guy nodding just as we nod back at him so he talks to us. Again, we've got this tremendous public urgency right now, and then we want to be able to build this case on him. If and when he says, I tell you what, gentlemen, I don't want to talk anymore, I want an attorney, that's okay, we can do that. But until that time comes up, he's going to be my new best friend until he asks for that attorney.
Mel